Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Some days I just be feeling myself. Those days all happen to end with Y. All right. Ooh, my last one stuck. I want to humble me a little bit. Okay. All right. Sorry. Gather around. Say hello to your neighbors. And most importantly, say hi to them. Let me give you a little motivation. The body is here. Uh-huh. Ooh, can't even fit in the screen. Can't even fit in the screen. You act like you're not impressed. All right. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I am your host, mother of God, Gotti, Dimey D. Whatever you want to call me, just don't call me Baroque. Hey Motril, what's going on today, y'all? We got a good show today. My favorite shows is when I have something about my personal life and nothing happens. So we gotta talk about celebrities. All right, let's start with no particular order. Let's go to my likes. Um, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I hold back because of affiliations like um taxes, friends with Wallow and Skip Lows. Hey, just be like, she got a mind of her own. I think Wallow is so, God bless his heart, because I like when people deviate from the, oh, I got bodies I spin on op, because there's more to black men than just being predator and prey. But I'm never happy, right? So I just feel like Wallow is performative. It is what it is. In this clip, we see Wallow coincidentally at the scene of someone who is about to commit suicide and jump off the bridge in the freeway, and Wallow comes out there and he gives his positive. I feel, you ever got in a car accident and those guys with the speaker with the chirp, when I chirp shorty chirp back, they get to the scene before the officers and like, how the fuck you, and they have their radio on all day waiting for a car accident so they can do their little. That's how I feel about Wallow. Wallow got a Nextel chirp on his person. So when someone is in need of help or a long lecturing, Wallow will appear because he already got his channel on crisis prevention. God bless his heart. So this is a clip that I stumbled upon. I said, "How convenient!" Wallow saving a life. Let's see.
Look at Wallow. Wallow out there trying to save the man. Look at Wallow trying to save the man. Nigga about to jump. Wallow trying to save it.
Why, how, when, where, and sometimes what? What? Oh, so sorry, Trixie. So you're gonna have to see. Okay, Trixie just said in the chat that ads be whooping her ass. I forgot. I ain't check a check yet. They all go to my mama's house, but them checks better be adding up if my day ones can't see my whole show. But anyway, even Gilly said in his caption, he outside trying to stop people from jumping. Fake ass negotiator. Baby, somebody somewhere is like, he's so strong. And I'm just like, the New Yorker and me, fake ass nigga. All right, so sorry. I'm a product of my environment. What else we got going on? Chris Brown is bringing back the meet and beats, where you, for 1,000 whopping dollars, you get to gyrate and dry hump on Chris Brown. Enjoy. I'm so, Kanye reveals in his new song, he named the song after her. Bianca from his new album Bully that she left him after a panic attack from one of his posts on X. Speaking of his post on X, y'all know that he was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. Here's the thing, and I tell horrible people and villains all the time. If you want to come and choose this darkness as your path, you have to be unapologetically dark. You got to stand on it and you got to mean it. It's the back and forth and the apologies, and it's just so weird and it's lame. Jay-Z, Kanye this morning put out a tweet that apologized to some kind of apology, not a real one. I'm sorry, Jay-Z. I be feeling bad about my tweet, but I still feel I gave my life to this industry and thought so many people were my family. But when I needed my family on some real shit, none of these rap niggas had my back. Let me tell you something. You was better off playing Bane in Dark Knight. Say you was molded by the darkness. No, you was molded. I was born in it. Cause this is what? I hate an apology that has a but in it. I feel bad, but nobody cares. I swear to God. And then you gotta know, like people be like, kids are off limits. That's where you're wrong. Kids aren't off limits. Oh no, baby, no, nobody. There's no rules to disrespect in my mind. Now, kids are off limit if somewhere down the line, you know you a Kanye ass nigga and you plan on apologizing, you want to rectify what you said. There's no rectifying things once kids are brought up. But if you like me and you was born in the darkness, you were merely molded by it, you don't give a fuck. I talk about people kids all the time because I want that action. Cool. I also don't have kids, so I don't care. So there we go. There we have Kanye trying to, smooth things over with Jay-Z. And there's no smoothing over when you call people's kids the R word. Like, what? Kanye is going to disappear soon. And let's not pretend we don't know where the disappearance comes from. What else is going on? Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I really, I was bugging when I said, and I be bugging sometimes and I don't care. See? Like that. When I said, Damon Wayans looks boring because he might have the second best Club Shay Shay interview since Cat Williams because he has so many intricate stories and so much fun things going on. This is another clip I just ran into this morning where he talks about Mike Tyson wanting to beat up Keenan.
I was like, ooh, and Mike Tyson rolled up on me in a jewelry store. You talking about scared? I wanted to show him my foot. I got club foot, Mike. No, please, Mike. But it was like he was playing, but he's so strong. Right. He grabbed me and he bit me on my neck.
So that was a thing. That was a sign of thing to come.
Evander. And I still remember his high. I could feel his hot. I was like, ooh. And he was playing.
Right.
Right. But Mike, here's the interesting thing. Mike Tyson loves my family. Mm-hmm. And it's not because of me. He was at some event with my mother. And my mother introduced herself to him, and she said, "I'm the, Mrs. Wayans." He said, "Oh, your kids, I don't like, they mockerize me. They're always making jokes." And my mother said, "Oh, shut up. If they didn't love you, they wouldn't do you."
Wow.
And Mike Tyson was like, "I fell in love with your family right there. Just if anything ever happened with you and your family, I'm gonna eat through people." But he I guess it felt like a mother to him.
Right.
He said, "I could have knocked your mom out."
Oh, wow.
But she
shout out to Brownsville. I could have knocked your mom out. Just reminds me of home. It hit somewhere close. It was very nostalgic for me. But we had a point in life where we have to denounce people that were our childhood heroes because they're MAGA supporters. But anyway, I used to fuck with Mike, but I don't. He is a MAGA and he supports Trump. But cool story. What else we got going on? Speaking of people that are destroying the world, It's not funny, y'all. It's not fun anymore. It's enjoy. You know how I be saying people come back from a hiatus and they want to revive their career and it's never good. You know who always comes back to revive their career and it's never bad, and this is the exception to the rule? Miss Toni Braxton. So while I was getting ready for today's show and I was scrolling through the internet, I said, Toni with LL Cool J, let's give it a try. And baby, she did not disappoint.
Craving you, baby, you, how I miss you. Even before you leave, why you doing that to me? I'm having fits when you're not here. Oh, it's an issue. Don't wanna ever let you, babe. Let me tell you what I need. Affection, right away.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking at that table. Is that table a 30-inch bust down jet black middle part Brazilian straight full lace weave? Huh? Innovative and captivating. It's the Libra in her. So that's a sample. You know, I don't want no music infringement, copyright bullshit. That is just a little sample of the new Toni Braxton and LL Cool J. He probably going to get on there and ruin it, but from what I heard so far, I enjoyed it. Shout out to my Libra twin, Miss Toni Braxton. 4 decades in the game and just as gorgeous as the first one. What else we got going on? Teddy Pendergrass walked so Usher could run. This is a clip of Teddy Pendergrass in his prime, engaging with a fan. If you guys ever wonder, like, and I talk about it on the show all the time, I'm going to show y'all some more clips, why Usher is so inappropriate with his audience, we got it from Mr. Teddy. Lay that ass down.
Loves you back.
Can I get somebody else to sing for me, huh?
I wish I was alive during them times, and for the reasons I can't explain, because my husband watches not that I got a crush on Teddy P, but I just love the days of a good Studio 54. I'm not ready for the tunnel yet. Speaking of Usher, he had a concert recently where he had to ask the girls what were their ages and why is your 16-year-old daughter's without you at an Usher concert? I just don't understand the parents of these days. But anyway, here we have 2 underage girls at a Usher concert begging to be fed cherries by a grown man. I'm glad in this moment he had the, cognitive ability to say, hey, you guys look pretty young. So here's a clip of the children inappropriately at a grown man concert.
Did you say 16? Oh, 19. Okay. I mean, I see that you have tattoos. You know, I had a tattoo at the age of 16. What'd you say? I've got a black mom. My mom is black too. But are you really 19? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? All right, just to be safe, I'm not feeding you a cherry. I'm gonna let her feed you a cherry. They just stealing cherries over here. All right, take it out. Can you handle it? No, you gotta feed her a cherry. Okay, wait. How old are you? Oh no, she actually is 16. Okay, shit. Okay. All right, I'm out of here.
Thank you, twin mom. Hey, what's up? If you gotta ask, just get up out of there. Teddy P was my grandma's one back before she was saved. Oh my God. Not grandma had to get saved. There's more. Let's see. A married man. Here's the thing, right? And I think I know that this is acting for him. But how he don't turn his head like, whoa, like you don't know what these people are gonna do, right? You don't know them. They are in fact strangers. So just human instinct would go, oh, Asha don't jump. He don't sweat. He don't what? Watch, this is the part where I would have jumped right here. That is a married man. Anyway, not mine, because squabble up. Everybody gets who they get for a reason. Next story. I didn't know this, and now I'm definitively not going to support Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles because I hate Cameron so much. But did y'all know that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles was owned by Cameron's family, his uncles?
Everybody in California be like, yo, that's our shit, that's our shit. And it is y'all shit. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is absolutely a California thing. But if y'all didn't know, some Harlem own it. My family actually. We own Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Some Harlem came out there, put it in Long Beach, expanded. And shout out to my uncle right now. We're about to move to San Diego, new location in San Diego. And we opening up 20 locations in Mexico City, in Mexico currently as we speak. Shout out to my uncle Herman and my uncle Warren. They doing their thing, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Harlem niggas.
The chicken was unseasoned, the waffle was dry. Go to hell, never eating there again. All right, y'all know I'm a hater and I hate Cameron. What else is going on? All right, this is boring, but it has to be reported. So Kerry Hilson was on The Breakfast Club, and she was talking about her being blackballed. And in her being blackballed, it was because of a diss from it wasn't even worth it. Imagine being blackballed for something that wasn't even hot. So there was a Turning Me On remix. Y'all got to see the lyrics. I think somebody wrote out the lyrics for us. Someone did. All right. Can we just play it? Okay, no, because I don't want the copyright infringement. So on the Turning Me On remix, it says, I ain't trying to start some mess. There's just something that's on my chest that I need to get off because you're turning me off. Your vision cloudy if you think that you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but she need to move it to the left, to the left. Wonder who she's talking about. She need to go have some babies. Why? Why would anyone do that? She need to sit down. She faked the mother chicks ain't even worth my time to talk about. Blah, 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 blah. So this is what she had to say.
Camp at the time. He had her write this. So he played it for me like, this is the remix. Because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turning Me On. Like, The whole time I had been writing concepts, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse. And I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it. And I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there. But I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful. You know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. You know, involving others and kind of threatening my career.
Long story short, she's saying that Esther Dean wrote the remix to Turning Me On, which was the beginning of her being blackballed because instantly it was known to be the Beyonce diss. And in this clip, she is saying that it wasn't her idea. Polo the Dawn, who produced the track, was forceful in her releasing that. Okay. Now, Esther Dean responds and says, I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. One got picked, and it was co-written with Kerry. Looking back, it was childish and didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I've worked with and supported many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part in. Growth is real, and so is this apology. You see how women apologize? There's no but. I looked through this whole thing. There's not one but. Kanye, I called your kids retarded, but nobody be my friend when I need. Anyway, so then Kerry goes and responds to Esther D's response, and She says, it's here. Hold on. Dean, I personally don't think this is our fight to have. I respected you on this matter for 16 years and attempted to do that again yesterday while finally expressing the truth when asked. But since you're coming to the table, let's be clear. You used the term, Kerry, co-wrote. I rewrote 3 lines in your verse, which was the only battle I won in the whole matter. But you weren't there when all this was going down, and we didn't write it together. These lines are mine. Been getting dollars, boy, blah, 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 blah. Because not only did I strongly disagree with the unnecessary hateful sentiments towards another woman, and I've never been a fan of the publicity stunt method, I also argued in my trial of attempts that this verse isn't even on the subject with the original song. It's not. Which is how I even got those 3 lines on the remix. They were taken from the lines and ideas in my phone that I mentioned, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Well, now she's trying to revive her career. Like I've said in the last couple of episodes, seldomly do people try to revive a career after such a long hiatus and it is successful, except my girl Toni Braxton. But good luck on all your endeavors. That whooped my ass. All right, what else is going on? All right, so we know that Ray J's allegedly on some substances that appear to be a step or 5 above marijuana. He doesn't behave. He's always in some shit. Just a really, really troubled man. Very far from the idea of his sister Brandy. So Ray J was talking. Where was Ray J speaking at? Ray J says his sister Brandy hates who he is in a recent IG story post. My sister hates who I am, and all I'm doing is being myself. Let me tell y'all something. Just because you're being yourself doesn't mean it's something to be, okay? I said this about Hitler. I said it about Sexy Red. You don't get points for being yourself. You get points for being yourself, and it's actually a commodity to the world. Other than that, we don't really need you. I don't know how to be better than who I am. I tried, but I get depressed trying to change when I don't have my wife anymore. I have no stability. Oh no. Oh no. You blaming this on Princess? What else did he say? I'm sorry to my sister for who I am and my mom. I don't give a F about nobody else's feelings, but when it's my family, it makes me feel alone. So I turn up more. Stay tuned. To my kids who might see this later when they're older, just know I work hard for you and only you. If it wasn't for you, Melody and Epic, you black people's and naming your offspring, I would have never been locked up. I would have been locked up or dead. I'm crashing out tonight. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. No one cares. Hey, not my sibling. What else is going on? Speaking of crashing out and crackheads and substances above weed, Justin Bieber is at the point of no return. And we've been seeing it all month. And sometimes I'll be ready to do his ass. And then sometimes people be like, Diamond, he was touched. He also made one less lonely nigger. Okay. It matters if you want to be an empath or it matters if you want to be an African American. I'm a Libra. I feel bad sometimes, and sometimes I forget. But this is Justin crashing out in, let's guess, probably LA. That's where those people stay. And he's arguing with the paparazzi. Let's see how it goes.
Money, get out of here, bro. Money. All you want, don't care about you. All you want is money. Go, get out of here. All you guys want is money. Yeah. Money. Get out of here, bro. Okay. Get out of here, money. That's all you care about, money? All you care about.
Yes, Justin. All we care about is money. What is it? What else is there, Justin? If it can't make you happy, give it to me. Let me show you how you do this.
Oh, guys, it's money. You don't care about people. Only money. No people.
I'm so sorry. Was that supposed to make them feel bad and walk off? This is Prime TV. Keep going.
You don't care about human beings. Go. Go. Go.
And then I would just throw a rock at him to see him turn up even more so I could get the best footage. No one cares, Justin. No one cares. What else is going on? I always change my mind about all these stories. Like Aaron Hernandez's daughter wears his jersey. Why is this news? Maybe. I don't know when this video was filmed, but this is a video of Whack 100 fighting two white men in the street. Y'all better chill calling Whack a snitch before he do you like these dudes. I'm assuming this is old. I don't know.
Oh, dropped him. Woo!
Get out!
Oh!
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Hey, get his plate. Get his
Get
plate.
all that!
Get his fucking plate.
Get all that!
First of all, he is fighting in the air. None of them shits is connected, and he is thick as fuck. Why he got all that ass?
Touch me, nigga! You tried to rush me, nigga! Yeah, get out!
Damn.
You going to bed.
One shit hit landed after 20 hits, and he is jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. People are weird, and they could be bought. I have to really, really think about this. This is a money game, but damn, all money ain't good money. This is the girl Gorgeous doll. You see that end table? What you talk about, twin? You gotta give me more context clues. This is the girl Gorgeous doll. Everybody's a doll. This is the one that was arguing with Future on the phone and pretending, oh my God, the table was his ass. Whack got so much ass and hips and legs, hips, thighs, body, that the uncomfortably thick. Ooh. This is the girl who was recently dating Future and called Future, and Future was like, I don't know who this is, and hung up. Anyway, she is now with the boy. What's his name? Sauce Walker. Is this recent? Because ain't he on crutches because he got shot the other day? Anyway, this is to show you that love doesn't exist. Everything is controlled by money. Ugly boys with money have a chance. You could be ugly, you just can't be broke. I just don't like it. I just don't. He's so ugly. I don't care anything about Kevin Gates. Oh, I told you I don't really like celebrity podcasts unless they're giving us some tea that we always wondered as fans back in the day. And this is from when I used to be in love with, basketball. I used to be in love with the NBA, and mostly I used to be in love with the Miami Heat. This is a podcast where they are asking each other how they felt when Ray Allen had joined.
Let me see. How did you feel about when Ray Allen came to Miami?
Oh, man.
You dirty.
No. That's a legit question.
How did y'all feel about it?
So the thing about it was you had just described our energy toward each other, correct?
Yep.
About how, again, it was the Celtics and it was the Heat and it was smoke every time we saw each other.
It wasn't no like. It wasn't no like.
Right. So we at war.
Yeah.
That's the mindset. We at war. And then one of our troops joins the op. How would you feel?
Oh, man, fuck it.
I mean,
straight like that.
You know, that was the mindset again. It wasn't, I don't feel like it was, for me, people want to like point me, but for me, it wasn't as much as it did for the big three because those guys were the ones that were together. For me, Ray was my dog. He's my backcourt mate, and I love playing with Ray, but it was like, I wasn't as attached as people thought I was in a sense because, again, Ray's 10 years older than me. So, we had a lot of things off the court that we did in common. Like I said, we always had great, Halloween parties. We always support each other off the court. That's what made our
y'all showed up together.
Chemistry. Yeah, we showed you love.
You have to have that.
But Ray was a part of the big three in a sense. They would go smoke cigars. I wasn't doing that at 20 years old, 21 years old. So for me, my guys was me. We were the young guys. So when Ray left, I feel like they were more attached to more of a damn. Like we came in this bitch together. And then you do us like that. For me, it was like, man, my nigga, we at war with these niggas.
Right.
You my shooter. Now you go join us. So that's the mentality, the mindset that again, that playing in that particular time in the game, that's how it was. So it's not like he went and joined the Washington Wizards. He's going every time we in the conference finals, we had these and you go join them. So that was the disconnect that we didn't really fuck with. But again, he made his own decision. That's my guy. I'm gonna clear it up. Like, there's no harm foul. Like, everybody try to point me as a guy. And I'm gonna clear up one thing. It was a rumor like that I didn't invite him to the reunion. But I'm like, for one, I always operated. I always talked to my big homies. So it wasn't like it was my decision to say something or to go about it as he's not invited. I'm like, y'all won't do that there? Then I got the green light to say, or the red light, whatever, how we gonna code it. But I got the message from them. And I was just the guy that's gonna organize it.
I get it. We get it. When you paint it like that,
we understand.
We at war versus them, you go join them, now you with them.
You with them.
If Brian, if do the same thing and Brian or Bosh come over here with us.
To Boston?
That's what I'm saying. That's the same goddamn thing.
Ooh, I ain't never even thought about that. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. If I see CB over there with y'all and we playing y'all in the car.
I'm so sorry. I was waiting to hear about the 2016 finals. Let me get in the kitchen, bake some cookies. But anyway, those are the kind of podcasts I like, where we find out things that, we wouldn't have had access to without social media. Speaking of things that we find out about celebrities that we wouldn't have known about social media. Christina, what's her name? There's so many of them. Is it Christina Milan? Anyway, this girl from Love Don't Cost a Thing tells a story about a famous R&B singer. You're gonna know instantly who the famous R&B singer is. That was so cool. She took everybody into her Sprinter, told them, let's go to the strip club. Got tired of the strip club, brought the strippers from the strip club back to the hotel, and then you will find out when who she's talking about is revealed.
Somehow we end up going with a very popular R&B pop star to a strip club. Is that where we started? How we end up there?
Yeah.
Go, Bill, say it. Just say the beginning of it.
No names.
Jay-Z and Coldplay were playing. They're not in the part of the story, but they were there at the, Okay. So we see this, all this, everybody, like all the hottest stars are at this big cosmopolitan, New Year's night thing. And somehow we end up around this other star. She's a female. She's pretty dope. And we all decide somehow we're all going to the strip club. And she's like, come on, let's go. So she's got, the big SUV trucks. We all clamor in. We're stuffed in there like sausages. And she's like, she's the boss, by the way. And she gets us all inside of the car. We get to the strip club. We're at the strip club having a really good time. By then we've had multiple shots. There's people smoking, a little everything. She decides she's done with the strip club. We're going to bring the strip club back to her hotel room.
Yeah.
So everybody gets back in the car. She's really cool, by the way. And we get in the car. We go to her penthouse suite that she has at the hotel. And we're just in awe of all we're watching. And she's such a boss. She's walking around the room. She's got stacks of singles in her pocket. And she hasn't shared it. And she brought the strippers back. So these female strippers come back, And so they're shaking their butt everywhere and everything's shaking their ass. And they're naked. But nobody's paying attention to them. They're just like music playing out loud. People are smoking a little weed, you know what I mean? And we're all talking. Just having a good time. But the strippers are doing stuff, but they're not getting paid anything. She has the money, but she hasn't, it's in the cut. So eventually the strippers are like, oh my God, they're starting to get bored because no one's paying attention to them. So they go up to this girl and they're like, so-and-so, we're going to leave because, everybody, Billy, you have to tell it. Come on, say it. You have to say what she says, okay? You're going to say it. So we're going to leave because nobody's paying attention to us and they're holding their clothes in their hand. And she says,
bitch, shut the fuck up and dance.
When you hear the accent, you automatically know who they're talking about. They're talking about Rihanna. Bitch, shut the fuck up and dance. You see why it's so important as major artists to have PR and you're not on the internet all the time ruining your face, your brand, your endorsements, because Rihanna really is the ghettoest superstar since Whitney Houston, and we just really we kind of know, but it's not like she's so ghetto that we don't want to deal with her. She's really, really like ghetto. We seen it at her baby daddy's trial, bringing the babies to your baby daddy's trial. But being that she doesn't tweet so much. She's not out just speaking her own thoughts. And, it's like a representative before her thought, like it's supposed to be. We really don't think about her being ghetto. But baby, she's big ghetto. So shout out to artists that still let their PRs do their PR thing, because money after Mac. And if you're not presentable, you won't get the endorsements. So that was a funny story about Rihanna. Every story I hear about her, the girl drinking, smoking, and having a good time. Love that for her. What else we got going on? I'm not ready for the tunnel.
Africa.
If you guys know anything about DeVito, and you don't have to, Afrobeats is not as big here in America as it is over in Africa. But DeVito is one of the biggest Afrobeat star. Him and the one that looks like Predator, and some girls think is really sexy. I can never remember anybody's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, what I do know about him more than his music is how much he cheats on his wife, because one of the side bitches was an American influencer, and she really, really, really dragged his wife through. It was just really embarrassing. But that's what men do. You give them a chance, they'll embarrass you and your whole family. So here is DeVito on The Breakfast Club, further embarrassing his wife, because they talk about cheating and outside kids so openly, so regularly. It's just like a joke. No, men don't really care how they humiliate the ones they love. And society doesn't hold them accountable, so who's to take it seriously, right? But here's a clip.
Like real American niggas. So, Dede, you done cheating. Like, it's done. Like, you
I don't want wahala. You know, hear me tell I said I don't want any wahala.
No. I said Dede, not Davido. I said Dede, nigga, not Davido.
I'm okay.
Burna Boy, thank you.
I'm on my envy swag right now, man.
But you can add more wives to the roster if you want to.
If I want to, but I don't.
Yeah, because
too much wahala. I have 4 kids. I have 5 kids and 4 women with 4 women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know.
So you done? That's it. I want to go home.
I'm sweating already.
Because I'm sweating for you. In certain regions in Nigeria, you can have more than one wife.
It's not certain reasons. It's like if you
want to,
if you want, you just it don't have to be a religion. It don't have to be anything like you.
Okay, now for example, the eastern part of Nigeria.
You know what I heard recently? I heard that it's real. DeVito was born in America. He fakes that accent. His parents are from there. It's like me if I just wanted to talk and talking a Haitian accent or a Trinidad accent all day. So the whole, I can have 5 or 4 kids. Boy, you was born in America. Anyway, but imagine being the wife on listening to her, telling people, my husband's going to be on the Breakfast Club. Go ahead and listen. And then he there laughing about how many outside kids he have on you and how tired he is of cheating on you, Day. I guess I'll stop cheating on the bitch, but that's what men do, okay? Speaking of men, boys rather, I know y'all know who Cash Doll is. If I said Tracy T last month, y'all wouldn't know who it was. But unfortunately, we have to know who he is because his ex-girlfriend is big shit. So Cash Doll was on a podcast this week. She was with why can't I remember nobody's name? What's
Clarity,
this girl named? Keke Palmer. Sorry, I'm old. She was on Keke's Palmer podcast, and they were talking about the breakup, the babies, and stuff like that. Let me play you a little clip.
Brought clarity, and that's why my situation that I was in, with their dad, I couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she had me like, I'm not dealing with this I'm not doing it.
And just dealing, what you mean with dealing with? Just dealing with the inconsistency, the up and down, the negative energy?
The negativity, the not treating me how I want to be treated, the cheating, all that shit. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
She not about to see that. She needs to see me getting loved correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Or loving me correctly without the drama.
Exactly. So, they always say a story has 3 sides, his side, her side, and then the truth. But when you go on a podcast and the stories align, the underlying theme here is, yes, I did cheat. So this is Tracy T on Justin LaBoy's Respectfully podcast. And this is the funny thing. Nobody know who Tracy T is. What does the T even stand for? Tiny Angry Man. I like to call him Crash Doll because he be crashing out behind her. You hear his voice, he sounds like Cat Williams, so I call him Cat Doll Williams. Nobody is going to ask Tracy T any questions outside of what was it like knowing Cash Doll? How did you blow that? Where are we now? But that's to show you the level of importance here. So he goes on the podcast, he admits to the infidelity, and then you are going to witness the brain of a male. And it's a science project.
Don't do shit like that.
This is a clip of him explaining what occurred and his thoughts on her moving on.
She's online popping her shit.
Yeah.
Do you think all these antics are because she's hurt, or do you genuinely think she happily moved on? Because the pop out, the way she doing it.
Of course, she got a fucking baby 8 months.
Wow.
Like, what you mean? You out here happily if that's what you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? More power to you. I don't hate you for what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their opinion on how anybody feel, but come on, man.
Right. You know Cash Doll ain't happily moved on yet.
I don't even know.
What's your gut feeling when you see all this shit online? Like, what you think?
I look at it like
living life as long as you lived it.
Like
how you looking at her when she do this shit online?
I be like,
with this new nigga?
If you going that far with it, it's real then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's real, but me personally, I don't do shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't try to. People try to do shit to make somebody feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Make other people feel some kind of way because I did shit. You feel me? And she felt some kind of way, so. Of course, she probably won't get back. You know what I'm saying? I might have did it first. She might have did it worse. You feel me? My shit just went public. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I might have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I got to take that shit to the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Oh, you doing that? Okay, that's all good. But if you're doing to a certain extent, that mean that might be what you really want to do, and that's cool.
Right. So this new guy that she's dating.
Yeah.
You knew about him before this, or this was some new shit?
Hell no, I ain't know about no nigga. I ain't know about this nigga. Like, what the fuck? Hell no, I ain't know about no nigga. If I wouldn't have been in a relationship, if it was another nigga involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you seen this picture, what's the first thing that came to Tracy T mind when he see the picture of Cash Doll and this new nigga?
See, I'm gonna tell you, I was already up on it. Come
on,
man.
You gotta tell this story.
I was already up on shit, man. You ain't just slide some shit by me and think I ain't. I told her for she know I know. You feel me? So it's like, come on, I'm up on shit. Like, you feel
How'd
me?
you find out?
Man, come
keep
on.
It
I can't give you all my shit. Come on, bro. I can't give you everything, bro.
We gotta keep it all the way 100. This is a safe space.
I'm saying, look, if these your folks, you gonna be on point about every movement they making, right?
Right.
If y'all been together and y'all done fucked around that long and got all this established, you mean tell me you ain't gonna know what the fuck going on with your folks?
Right.
Yeah, so when we going through what we going through, I'm just people shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't slow.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hold up, the energy a little different this time.
Huh? Yeah, no, it ain't even energy, it's just me knowing what I know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no fool.
Yeah.
You feel me? I been out here, I ain't no new nigga to none of this shit. You feel me?
So, you said, you was like, I probably done did it first. She probably done did it worse.
Yeah.
So, you were cheating on her. Like, that's what...
I ain't even gonna say cheating. I'm gonna tell you, we was just in a bad spot, man. We was in a rough place. She needed me and I needed her, and I felt like now one of us was there for each other.
So, this is... Y'all was going through something at the time.
We was just going through something.
So when you stepped out, y'all wasn't officially together at that time?
When I stepped out, we weren't officially together.
Yeah. We gotta take accountability on this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I fucked up like early. Far as me, I told her I should have been like, you know what I'm saying, instead of going the other way, I should have went back our way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you started trying to go back your way and trying to fix shit, and the other motherfucker acting like they don't want to fix shit, don't tell me I should have came back when you acting a certain way. Like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Just keep trying and be done drowned in my motherfucking own problems, you feel me?
Right.
Like, nah, I'm like, I gotta live life too, regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause everybody gonna live their life when it's all said and done.
But how are you now though? Like, seriously though, it's like, it's we gonna be tough, but it's like man to man shit. Like, how do you feel?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real, right?
Yeah.
Like, I done growed up and I changed a lot from this relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? During this relationship, I changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot. She taught me a lot as far as being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot, but it's like anybody who go through something in a breakup, they gonna feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody who go through something gonna feel some kind of way. Then it's my baby. I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we built something. You know what I'm saying? We built the foundation. So it's like when that foundation ain't there, it's like everything else in the air.
Right.
Even on her side, she like might play that role and kick that shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody feels some kind of way. You feel me?
No, for sure, man.
Yeah. So far as how I feel, I'm like, You know, of course I feel some kind of way. Of course I don't like this shit, but you know what I'm saying? World keeps spinning though. You can't live in your goddamn, you can't live in no problems. You gotta keep moving. That's the only way you can keep going up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so sorry I made you guys watch all of that. I watched the entire interview, where he talked about Cash Doll, because when he moved on from the Cash Doll conversation, I went to make some noodles and nothing else made sense. The irony in this shit is people create problems and then act like the other person's the problem. He was being so unaccountable. Even a man said, you have to be accountable. So y'all were together when you cheated? What's that? Run. The boy was with Cash Doll. This is the problem. This is the part I really didn't like. I don't know these people. When he said, look at her. She has an 8-month-old child and she's dating already. How you moved on and you have an 8-month-old? I don't do shit like that. You moved on while y'all were still together. I don't understand male logic. First of all, why do you, if I close my eyes, why do you sound like Cat Williams? That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Why are men allowed in their mind to make mistakes that are detrimental to two people being together, but then you wanna police how people behave after? You moved on in the relationship, but she moved on after, but she's the bad guy? Let me tell you something. When they started showing the pictures of them together, where's the little pictures at? Cash Doll, you know I love you like I made you. You look like you was walking your little brother to school and somebody said, hey, over here, take a picture. That is a woman and that is a boy. That is a woman and a boy. Let me tell you something, because I know how black girls think. I know how y'all think. Y'all are texturist. Y'all are texturist. Y'all look at somebody and say, ooh, we'll make cute babies. Look at that hair. What, in the 1920s? Anyway, it was the wet hair. Y'all love when I say he has wet hair on the internet. Cash Doll, you got to be accountable too. I watched the interview. The boy is extremely unlikable. Unlikable, talks in circles, tried to talk in rhyme schemes like a pimp. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You are just this. Am I straight? You just, you give woman, you give money, you give style. And he just gives little angry man that needs his pamper changed. And all I could see was the wet hair. There's nothing else there. The interview was very draining. There's nothing to talk about outside of his relationship with Cash Doll. I think they tried to talk about music for 2 seconds. It didn't work. They went right back and talking about you. You ain't never belonged there. You got your little pretty babies and go. The boy is unapologetic. He cheated and he still thinks you're the bad guy. Listen, there's nothing worth knowing over there. I gotta go. I'm already bored with the story. Next story. Personality sucks. Hair can't be that important. And that voice. Oh, God, you had to hear that in the bed? Very unsexy. What else we got going on? I'm tired of the race wars. But you guys know about the boys, the twin boys that fucked around and found out. Now there's no more twins. It's just one guy. There is a lot of evidence that the story didn't go down the way that the remaining twin said. And people are noticing that the family's being very weird. Is it in this clip? There's an interview with the mom, and the mom is fake crying. But there's also police reports that when the first 911 call came in, nothing that the remaining twin is claiming happened. He's saying that the remaining twin is saying that what's his name? Carmelo Anthony. How could we forget? Carmelo Anthony snatched the phone from them and they were fighting him back for the phone. And they're saying none of that exists. It looks like this is going to be a landslide. Free body, as we call it in the hood. But this guy is telling
watching everything going on around it, because I'm definitely
to be cognizant of what's going on. Yes, this case really happened, but it's in the front of the news because they want a race war. They want us to not fall for it. Don't fall for the race war thing. Hey, just wanted to spread that news. What else is going on? I don't have it. Okay, so you guys know that the tariffs, they're in a tariff war, America versus China. The other countries, those tariffs are going to be held for the next 90 days. They're saying those that didn't retaliate against the U.S. we're not going to have the tariffs anymore for 90 days at least. But you, China, we up in the score. So China, they're saying, okay, we up in it back. Apple said, while y'all figure it out, we're going to get 5 planes, 5 full planes, fill them with iPhones because we don't want to pay the tariffs on these iPhones. So right now, Apple reportedly flew in 5 planes full of iPhones to the U.S. to avoid the tariffs. And the people that voted for this, everything's going up. How do we feel? Are we okay with our decisions in life? No? Okay. Because all of my MAGA followers that were like posting like memes of MAGA, Make America Great Again, and Trump, a lot of y'all had that Trump dance thing. Like I was like, antagonizing people with it. I don't even see y'all doing that anymore. I don't see any vocal MAGAs anymore. I mean, I did block and delete and unfollow a lot of you, but I know some of y'all slid it through the cracks. I'm just not seeing the very vocal MAGAs anymore. And I just want to know what happened, okay? Right, so they've been trying to start a race war. And you know what? It's confusing because sometimes our race is on the wrong side of the war. But anyway, everybody can't go. What else is going on? A part of the tariffs, Donald Trump announces tariffs on pharmaceuticals are next. He says we're going to tariff our pharmaceuticals. Once we do that, they're going to come rushing back to our country because we're the big market. We're not. We're not. We import almost everything. America doesn't have everything in here, in-house, to survive on an American economy. And listen, if I know that, and I'm just a bitch from Brownsville that sometimes yells in the camera, why doesn't the leader of the America know that? We don't have the resources to only rely on American-made goods. Our cars suck. Our pharmaceuticals suck. Our crop, everything sucks. You're killing us, but you don't care because you're on your way out. Anyway, what else is going on? And they tell you, well, he has a plan, and the plan isn't good. Okay, Bow Wow, I was showing y'all, was on Cam Newton's podcast this week, and I showed y'all he was talking about his beef with Omarion. He said it's not a beef. He just don't fuck with him like that. They could be in the same room. He's just tired of whatever they're going through. All right? They think it's going to create more jobs. It's not. We don't have the goods. We don't have it. We don't even have the lights. We don't even have energy. We get that from Canada. We don't have shit. Okay. On Cam Newton's show, Bow Wow was asked about his top 5 Mount Rushmore of hoes, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with Superhead, and this is why.
I would
She taught me how to wash clothes. Huh?
know your baseball lineup of like women.
Corinne Steffens.
What?
You wanna know why? Let me say why?
I mean, the obvious.
Okay. She's like, when you talk about a woman, you gotta take out all the things that come to your mind when you say her name. If you really get a chance to know that woman.
Am I tripping?
No, you not. I'm telling you, bro. She's different. And this is what I mean by different. Forget what she known for, forget what she do, all that. It's the fact that she know how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. Like, that's some different type of power. And I'm gonna tell you how. It's something so simple. Probably one of the illest women I ever met in my life. And like, the illest. She taught me how to wash clothes, bro. Something so simple. I did not know how to wash clothes. To this day, every time I can be with whoever. I don't care who I'm with. I don't care where I go. If I see a laundromat, a Bounce, a Downy, the little bear, Corinne. I'm in Target.
Listen, a lot of boys be looking for their mama and women because, Bow, your mother failed you. Why are you learning how to wash clothes from a prostitute? You learn how to wash clothes from a prostitute. You know why she know how to wash clothes? Because she got to wash the semen out her shirts. That was your mama's job. But anyway, I always hear that hoes are really nice girls. The nicer the girl, the bigger the hoe, or vice versa. I hear all the time. I hear nothing but nice things about men with Corinne Steffens after the breakup. And it just, I've always heard that. Hoes be really, really nice girls. I just don't want to know them. I don't want to be confused for the New York City. I couldn't even finish my thought. I don't know what that's doing there. But anyway, you know what I think? Nobody cares what I think. But I think the NBA should start penalizing their players for their personal lives because they're getting paid big money and they're role models. You got Ja Morant, he's always doing some YN shit, gun gestures on his free time that'll tell him slow down with the holding the guns and the camera because you're not hunting, you're just being a YN, right? Then you got these Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, he's having all these kids. It just doesn't, they're not good role models. Your job, when you're being paid, me down at the Piggly Wiggly making $5.17 an hour, you can't tell me what to do. I got nothing to lose. Now, when your contracts are $23 million for 5 years, you might want to, tighten up because the kids are looking, right? So you got this guy, Zion Williamson. Oh, I don't even know what team he plays for, I swear, with a gun to my head. Goner. But I do know he likes prostitutes. That's the only thing I know. When your personal life supersedes the game, there needs to be something done by the commissioner. Hey guys, you guys got to tighten up or set them on fine. Zion has a stalker. Her name is Akima Love. She reportedly assaulted a romantic rival in his home, hitting her with keys, tearing off her nails, and threatening her with count your days. It's going to be your head next when I drop this baby. She allegedly egged his house, and this is the girl so happy to have a mugshot. Let me go to the blogs where they have more on the story. Because y'all really making too much money for your personal life to supersede the damn game. And the kids are watching. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I have another athlete I want to discuss right after.
A scathing love triangle that sources say involves Pelican star Zion Williamson as a woman accused of stalking and beating another woman linked to him romantically made her first court appearance today. Akima Love's bond was set at $50,000 and she was issued a stay-away order from that woman. Kenner police say the whole thing started back in March when they say Love egged the woman's house and then threatened her on social media. Police say Monday.
This is the girl. She's pregnant and she's fighting people. And he definitely has a type because y'all know the other girl that that's infamous. She's gonna be here somewhere for stalking him and whatever. But when I say these athletes need to be held accountable because they're just reckless and they're bad role models and they have kids everywhere and they're married, but they have more kids with the side bitches and the wives. This is another very, very irresponsible athlete / role model. His name is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek is very, very ugly, as you can see. So you might think it has nothing to do with the story, but it does. It doesn't. I just wanted to state the obvious. When you're ugly, you need to pick your pros and your cons very carefully. So you're ugly, you're a cheater because you have 7 kids and only one with your wife, and you're abusive. So his wife, and it's so funny because I think it was a week ago, they were making a TikTok. And I don't think she knew in the TikTok the joke was on her because it was kind of like a dry humorous, oh, we're having a baby and you guys are so mad. But doesn't he have other babies? So what? He's going to love this one more. Boom. Her name is Keta Vaccaro. She filed for divorce from him because they got into a domestic dispute. Guess what the domestic dispute was? The domestic dispute was over her addressing him about being negligent of a child. This is where things get strange because why do women think that they're exempt when somebody shows you what they're capable of? If it's not your turn, it'll soon be your turn because wheels only turn, right? So she filed divorce from Tyreek Hill just one day after police were called to their Miami home. According to a police report obtained by TMZ, Keta's mother called 911 after allegedly witnessing Tyreek smash a computer and grab the couple's baby during an argument. Keta told the officers the fight started over lack of involvement in their daughter's life, which irritated him. You're expecting a bad dad to be a good dad to your baby because you think that you're different from the other mothers because nothing. I don't care. You don't care. I don't care. So that's what's going on. And I just feel like at some point, these organizations need to start fining. I don't know, but this cannot be the way that these major corporations are running. These guys are abusive. These guys are bad people, and we're just gonna keep on giving them $23 million, and the kids are looking up to them. The kids are normalizing. This is how you treat women when you have money. Nobody cares, right? Okay, cool. What else is going on? Damn, do we have one good father in the house? All the stories are the same. I don't know what's going on. This is 600 Breezy. I don't expect you to know who he is because just like some other people, I only know of his name when it comes to having babies, not being there for the babies. This one thing that you're going to be here for. He had triplets. He had triplets with a up-and-comer female rapper. I forget her name. It's irrelevant. He don't want all three of them. Matter of fact, he don't want all four of them. There's only three of them. He don't want four of them. Then he proceeds to have a baby with Jasmine Chavez. You said, who's that? She's the sister of another. Who's that? Jada Chavez. Who's that? One of Little Baby's baby mothers. This shit's ghetto. Y'all are only being known for making babies and getting left with the babies or leaving the babies. I don't know what your sport is, what your talent is, but I know about them babies and the drama behind it. So 600 Breezy is furious, claiming his child mother, Jasmine, refuses to let him see his son, which is crazy because he don't want to see the other ones. Despite her revealing that they weren't together because he's broke. Oh my God. 600 Breezy says he left her over 2 months ago, and then she went to social media because she needed a check from Snapchat. Oh my God, this is ghetto.
No, this ain't even my character on BD. I let bitches play with me so much on the internet. So much. I can't do it this time. No, I can't do it because, bitch, you don't even want to let me see my son unless I come to your house or unless I fuck you. Let's be real here. That's in the text messages too. You was finna kill yourself when I wouldn't come back. That's in the text messages too. You sent me, I was gone for 7 days. You and my son was laid up with another nigga. I got that in my phone too. But as me and y'all think we supposed to just keep sitting back and let bitches attack us and lie on us and do all this and make it seem, bitch, y'all, I didn't even know I was on the shade. Y'all got me fucked up on BD. Like, why every time bitch called me, I got 10, 20K on me, you mad cause I went back to trapping. You ain't want me to trap. Bitch, I'm back in the Midwest getting busy. And you hate, I just sent you $32.50 for Blaze Party. Right after that, you did this weird internet shit, and we've been broke up for 2 months, Jasmine. Because you needed that Snapchat check. They don't know. Your biggest check is from Snapchat. You needed some. Let's be real here, bitch. You don't even want Blaze, but you don't want to let me take him to Chicago, Wisconsin, anywhere else. You steady trying to tell me I got to come to your house and sit in your house and watch my own son. But you will let your gay friends get him. These motherfuckers that don't know, they don't know him. That's my kid. He came from that's a part of me. Bitch. If that was the case, you should have never let me come around and even get to know him. You did that shit for you. This shit was for an image for you. You wanted to look like you had a happy family. I be trying to get my son, and you tell me I can't. You tell me I can't take. My cousin them got mansions bigger than everybody's house but Jada's on BD. And you won't even let me take my son over there. Like, what the fuck? I've been gone for 2 months. Out there 2 months, you had Blaze all of 2 weeks. But you won't let his dad get him. Talking about shootouts and shit, bitch. You think I'm just because you was on my, you weren't supposed. You see me getting one shootout in Chicago a couple weeks ago on BD.
Baby.
No, this ain't even.
Oh wait, baby. I get in one shootout. Now I can't see my son. A nigga can't get in one shootout. That's not fair. Y'all be going through some ghetto shit. Oh my. And he just argued. First of all, I can't believe, I see it every day and I still cannot believe that we live in a time where you argue with someone you can call on the internet. You can call me, but hold on. Let me prop up this camera and put it on the internet. Y'all, this is so strange. But keep on going because I need something to talk about. My cousin's got big houses and he can't go over there. No, because you be getting into shootouts. It's just like when you kill somebody once. You're a murderer. Some things are so intense that one thing defines you. Getting into a shootout is just like, no, you cannot have my son and somebody wants you dead. No, you may not. Let's see what else is going on over there.
To sit around and keep letting you mistreat me, talk to me any type of way, say what you say, keep putting your hand.
Oh, it's too much. He talked too much. He talked too much, and they are very ghetto. And I keep it going because I'm entertained by this. You what? Oh my God. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I told y'all in the last show I did not know the validity of the story y'all gave of the lady that was moaning and nutting in her own pants over Usher at a concert. And I told y'all, funny thing is, she is right up Usher's alley. He likes a good old lady with an underwhelming face. But what y'all did was y'all went and lied and added extra shit to it. This is her. Y'all said that she had a husband. The husband filed for divorce. They invited her on a morning show. And she said, what husband? Usher's my husband now.
You never met Usher? How did it happen?
Well, in this particular instance, there's this area where you sit, and it's funny because they say, Mr. Raymond's going to walk past here, do not move. He's going to be just walking through.
Okay.
He wasn't even supposed to stop where we were. It was like magnetic, and he smells like vacation.
Why did he pick you?
Well, it was
Why not, Larry? Why not?
One of the young ladies was telling him I'm a retired homeschool mom and that this should be her moment, not hers. And the lady was from the UK, and he said, well, come on over here because I just finished homeschooling my daughter who finished all her studies last year.
Oh, yeah, she has a doctorate at 17.
At 17, yes, ma'am. And so he brought me closer, and I locked in. I brought out all the Broadway magic that I had, but it was easy. He has a magnetic personality, and I'm really excited about this opportunity because now the Harold Washington is getting a lot of play. People are following things that my daughter is doing, but with that does come some ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
So I first saw this on X. Somebody shared the video and said the description of the video was that, like, this woman, her husband divorced her because of her connection with Usher and everything else. So that's just completely not true.
That is
just to get that out there, because a lot of people are seeing this video in that context.
Completely false. I am single. I am a retired homeschool mom looking to expand the arts here and across the pond. I am single. You got a cherry? Give me a jingle. Who knows?
She's got cherry.
She said, you niggas ain't gonna rain on my parade. I'm going for that Usher pot. But anyway, that's the internet. Somebody said, and let me see how many views. 20 million views of you saying this woman got divorced. And that's how the internet says, and the internet said it is just the truth until somebody denounces it. Mom, what else is going on? I don't know why I had got kicked back a long time ago when I said when Britney Spears' father put her in conservatorship, he was right. And people was like, you gotta take that back. Nobody deserves a conservatorship. That is 100% not true. Because some people don't need to be in control of themselves. And Britney Spears is one of them. Recent videos showing Britney Spears spiraling, seeming like she's out of her mental capacity and that she needs a babysitter.
Pinky nail. I haven't had nails since I was in like the 7th grade. I'm like freaking out. It's like really tiny, but still. It's like, hey, baby, I can't believe it unless based on you. Yeah. So like really little. So little, it's weird. But I have pink.
We are losing all of our legends. I really like this kid. I don't know. I'm sometimey. I like him today. This is Speedy, the biggest Twitch star there is. I used to be confused if it was him or Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat just sits in the chair. This guy does stunts. I'm so impressed. So this is Speedy, defying gravity, showing us in the event that we ever fell into a 20-foot pit, using the laws of physics, this is how one would get out.
Physics challenge. The only way I can get up is by running all around. I'm stuck down here. Let's go. Oh! Let's go!
I mean, that's what I want to see. I'm just a hater. Anyway. I like this guy. I like him a lot. He does tricks. Doesn't just spin in the chair. Okay, what else we got? Will Smith is very serious about reigniting this career, and I'm not going to be a hater. I'm going to, every time I see a new clip of music, I'm not going to judge it based off the last musical piece. The last two were immense shit. They were awful. Now, that doesn't mean that every clip is going to be awful. I didn't listen to the clip yet. I just seen Tiana Taylor is involved in this one. Let's give it a listen together and unbiasedly try to see if we like it.
Oh, you priceless, despite that you antsy, huh? Yeah, we fight some, but we end up dancing, huh? Being alive, how off life when I open my eyes. Wide awake, still dreaming, no dream needed. Yeah, my dream girl, being girl, no past the future, present in the moment. So bad, you got to be a good omen. Beautiful, you belong in the moment. They just found out, we always known it. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you priceless, despite that you antsy, huh? Yeah, we fight some, but we end up dancing, huh? I see you looking at me, you think I'm handsome, huh? Yeah.
Nobody knows more than you. These are times that we are living through.
Play it at H&M. I don't want to hear it on the radio. It had a moment where I thought that I could tolerate it. No. And that's super unbiased. I'm not going out my way to not like it. It just isn't for me. Okay? Better. Thank you, Trixie. Said better, but keep it. Thank you, Trixie. I couldn't formulate. I was so busy. A theme song to a sitcom. It is not to be funny. Y'all are just wording it in ways that I couldn't, and I appreciate y'all for that. Krishan Rock almost gets emotional talking about the birth of her son. My body involuntarily is bored with the story because that was a real yarn. And deciding to name him after her instead of the father.
Girl, you was in labor.
Yeah. I was like, but you know what? She's never had a baby before.
Right. So you didn't know. And that's the hardest part. You never know what it feels like.
It's painful even when you're not in labor. Right.
Yeah.
So
you just
get
very uncomfortable. Yeah. So the actual, okay, let's push. What was that like for you? Was it you said it was easy?
Okay, so my first push, I held back because I'm like, it feel like I'm about to poop.
Yeah.
They like that's
really what it feel like.
They said that's normal. Yeah. Push. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
I'm scared.
Right.
What if I poop on this table?
For real. So then, I went live and it was. Yeah, you did. Hell of a show.
Did you know that you were going to name your baby Krishan that whole time, or when did you say?
No. It came to me when I seen him.
Oh,
that's cute. Because I was going, name him after his father, and then I was like.
This me right here.
I'm trying my hardest to be cool. Yeah,
I see your hand moving. Your body language.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know. It's like you just know.
When she seen him and he looked like the boy that she just had, that wasn't nice. But then my brain thinks fast. She know that baby looked like the other one who was praying that was his baby, and now he's not alive out of nowhere, and we not supposed to think some foul play was involved. Just my thoughts. Allegedly. More crazy Britney Spears.
I was like a fucking idiot. I want my nails back, and I guess I should just go get nails and do it. I swear to God, I don't want to. It takes forever to get your nails done. And my bangs are pretty. I need bangs. I know.
Real quick, is Britney a Disney kid too? Because all of them can't be going crazy at the same time. Britney, if y'all know, let me know before I do the Google. Britney Spears. Yep. Okay. Goddamn. Ooh, child. This flew over Atlanta
like this. What?
Yesterday around 10 p.m.
What the hell is this?
Started to see spaceships in Bankhead. I don't know if that's the government.
Am I tripping or am I tripping?
Or the government?
Because I know they ain't a bunch of damn
She was in the
shooting
Mickey
stars.
Mouse Club. Is that Disney? I'm very old.
If
I was
it
already
is, let me
outside
know.
playing
Hey,
football. I don't know. I missed all the good shows. You know what I never thought about? I knew O Block was very dangerous and just in some place I would never visit or, just had nothing for me. But I never thought about the little girls that are in O Block and they're only surrounded by those guys. So they have to date them. Not have to, but you date the people that you live amongst. This is a O Block native. His name is Muna Aiki, and he is accused of breaking his girlfriend's neck after slamming her on the ground. And this is her from her IG confirming that this is not alleged. He really did. She said he is going under the jail for breaking my neck, and his family keep harassing me. Leave me alone. That's why he in jail now. Poor little girls that have to be raised around these dirty little boys that are not being raised correctly. And I never thought about that side of the community. Yeah, we know these little boys are running around and they're killing each other. But the little girls that's around them, dating them, they weren't taught how to date or how to be. See, I don't have a problem with niggas being gangsters. I have a problem with niggas not knowing how to turn that off and being gentlemen to girls. I don't like to see niggas argue with girls online, in real life, anything. Spit on the op, kill him if you must. That's boy shit. But when you are so ghetto, low class, and hopeless that you hit women and no one's there to correct it, that's where I have a problem. And I never thought about that side of community. And it's really sick and it's disgusting. Just a thought. Speaking of sick and disgusting, we have seen a lot of Slim Thug this year, and I've never seen him say anything beneficial to the culture. He gives dirty, nasty old man, very predatorial. The last story I covered with him, he was literally sitting in his car recording women in gym attire saying, oh, and she doesn't want to be touched. Yeah, right. What? What in the rapist? Fast forward to yesterday, Slim Thug says thieves broke into his luxury penthouse, stole his jewelry, cash, cars, insurance, and God don't like ugly because you ugly inside and out. But let's hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Your instant karma for being a creep.
Broke in my spot. Some niggas broke in my spot. Petty thieves hit a good lick, man. They got me for my jewelry. I was slipping, but we working on it. But we ain't even tripping though. I'm in the penthouse. How the fuck did they?
That weed is done, sir. Did they take the weed too? It's done.
Get in the penthouse is what I want to know. The penthouse, you only can have a fall from my floor. Petty thief. I'm gonna get this insurance money. I'm gonna buy me a car. I ain't buying no jewelry for y'all.
I don't like ugly. What else is going on? I don't know DeAndre Sanders, but what I've been seeing on the internet is super insufferable. I really don't like him or that musty ass beard. He's a very unlikable man. He's just he's always on the wrong side of history, and he's very rapey. Every time I see him, it's about what he should do to a woman, what he could do to a woman, and how he thinks that they want to be touched. And now, DeAndre Sanders, daughter of Deion Sanders, baby mother of Jacquees, opens up about family members not spending time with her son Snow. She took to her Twitter and said, it's really sad to see family choose not to spend time with their grandson and nephew based off the hate for the mother. I'm so thankful for the family I have. I love Snow so much. I will always protect him. So I guess she's still about Jacquees' family. The last time I saw DeAndre Sanders on the internet, she was dissing his mom. So I guess the mom was just like, I don't want nothing to do with her or that damn baby. Now she's playing victim. I'm not here to say what the grandma should do, but I am here to see what you've been doing. You dragged the lady by her wig, her church wig, recently on social media. You think she's gonna come over and play with? No. I'm not saying right or wrong, but you created a situation where Mixer don't want to be around you, and if you around the baby, I don't want to be around y'all. Okay, cool. I don't care about Kanye. Is this the clip? This is the clip. So I was telling y'all about people believing the story of Carmelo Anthony stabbing the twin is only so prevalent in the news because they won a race war. Neither could confirm or deny said allegations. But what's funny is people are noticing the parents are very weird for someone who just lost a kid, right? So we saw the father. The father was at a press conference and he was like, let's not make it a race thing. It's not a race thing. Very calm. Like, who in the middle of just hearing their kid being murdered could care enough to consume news to be like, That was weird to me, right? But this is a news syndicate that was from this week. And the people in the comments is like, the mother is fake crying. There's no tears. And the remaining twin is telling her to shush during the interview. Here's a little excerpt.
Have personal items there.
A lot of stuff gets stolen, just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff. Just sit around our tent area. And he stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive. He grabbed the bag, and then I whipped my head over. First, I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do, and then I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see.
This stuff.
Yeah, I understand. Best I can to understand.
Yeah, there was. You can see. You can picture what happened when what was coming out of his chest. But I put my. I just saw his soul leave, and it took my soul too.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay.
What the fuck? First of all, not one tear was dropped. And then he tells the mother to shush. I don't know what's going on. Something fishy going on over there. So keep on raising money over there on that money. GoFundMe took it down because GoFundMe doesn't allow money to be raised, whether right or wrong, for violent situations, right? So there's another app they found. I forgot the name of it, but over there they had 160K. And the white people are losing their minds like, oh, the murderer versus the victim. I said the murderer is the victim. So go ahead, keep on raising money. That story ain't right. All right, we have new music from Lola Brooks. I think Lola Brooks is incredibly adorable. I just love her little body and soul. But that doesn't mean she gets a pass on the music. We're going to judge it fairly, honestly, and here's no. Yeah, Twin Mom said it's not horrible. But why can't we have music with replay value? Why can we not have, so you might love a song so much you play it 10 times in a row and the only time you stop is because you're afraid your neighbors is going to call the cops on you? They don't make music like that no more. It's never coming back. Bro, what? I come from an era of real music, so I can't applaud this kind of shit. It wasn't horrible, but where's the replay value on music? Okay. I love her, but I just want to be honest. Remember I taught y'all what swatting is? Not to be confused with squatting. Swatting is when you make a fake 911 call. That's what happened in the tragic situation with young Scooter. A fake 911 call was placed. Nicki Minaj was a victim of swatting earlier today. Someone falsely reported that a woman was shot at her home. Neighbors couldn't live in peace without being the target of another dangerous prank. Around 7 p.m. yesterday in her LA home, there was a call claiming that shooting had happened and 2 people were still on the scene. Deputies pulled up deep only to find nothing. No one was home, no emergency, just another swatting attempt. Nikki and her family weren't even on the West Coast during the latest nonsense, but the fact that she's repeatedly being targeted is beyond alarming. That is one of the downsides of being famous. People find your address, especially because her man is on the registry. Do you know that if anyone living in the house is on the registry, your address is public information? Gotta make better choices with the people you lay down with, marry, and things like that. Because now that he is a member of the house, their address is public information. Major superstar. People are crazy. Couldn't have been me. All right, what else is going on?
Former First Lady Michelle Obama speaking out, shutting down the rumors that have been out there that she and her husband of 32 years, former President Obama, are getting divorced. And those rumors took off after former President Obama attended Jimmy Carter's funeral by himself and then days later attended Trump's inauguration also alone.
We, as women, I think we struggle with like disappointing people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so much so that this year people were, you know, they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing.
Y'all so used to white women just following behind their husbands. You don't know a black woman be like, I ain't going, I don't fuck with them. You go to the inauguration for Trump, I don't fuck with him, I ain't going. Oh, you going to Jimmy? Who gonna be there? Who all gonna be there? Now I don't fuck with them. I see you when you get back though. Y'all better learn a black woman. Ain't no damn divorce. Who is divorcing Barry? Ooh, hot tamale. What else is going on? Oh, it's just a mess. Nothing's good. Oh, is that Angela Bassett? Can't dance for shit, right? They'll look sexy, they'll look good, but they do this. My aunt does this. My aunt, but it's the snapping in the show. Like you look like you need to sit down, but you look good as hell. Miss Obama said, "You gotta go, not me." I know that's right. Angela Bassett looking dumb but looking gorgeous. And shout out to her. I just hate to see aunties dance. They got that snapping. My aunt does. She just gave me PTSD with my aunt. What else is going on? Just so unprofessional and just a weird administration we got going on where the official White House social media is so disgusting and low. I told you on Valentine's Day, that account had posted something so disgusting. It's something like roses are red, violence are blue. If you're not a citizen, we coming for you. Like, once again, yesterday, everybody was talking about Trump and the tariff war. When he raises it, China raises it, and everybody's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Literally, if you order from Shein right now, it's going to be the same price as Gucci, so you might as well buy real clothes. That's where I'm at with it, right? So the White House wants us to know that there's a plan in order, and we got to let him cook. And they put it in... Yo, what happened to professionalism, vocabulary, poise? It's just, I just can't believe it. But y'all remember Michelle had on a sleeveless ensemble for one of the inaugurations, and they said it was so unprofessional. I mean, the collar was up to her chin, just her arms was out. And now look, all you gotta do is be white, and you can do whatever you want. We knew that already. Burna Boy previews. I can't remember his name for shit earlier. Burna Boy previews a snippet of his new song, Dem Day. Is this a song about gender identity? Them, they? Let's see.
Forget me, forget about it. And now by Lambo, is that why I shout? Them do. hear them do. I know they see.
Okay, cool. What else is going on? Oh, this was crazy.
It's the stuff.
Pallbearers fall inside of a grave while trying to place casket on the rails. Men suffered multiple injuries. Let's see.
Nightmares are made of. A funeral mishap is going viral. And this is why. The burial gone wrong took place in North Philadelphia. You can see as the pallbearers began to lay down the casket, the platform above the burial site collapsed, sending the men plunging into the burial plot. Now, a family member says all of the men suffered injuries.
So I'm really, really big on meanings. Like almost nothing happens by coincidence. And I'm one of those people, like, I'm really obsessed with death. And I always notice when somebody with a strong personality or presence dies, it either rains really hard the day they die or the day of their funeral. I've just seen it so much. So I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what could it mean? Why? Why would this happen? And then it just hit me. Like, even when I was making the material for the show, I'm just like, what can I say about this funeral and why it happened? And while I was doing my makeup, it dawned on me. The guy who died is a very good person. He's so good of a person that he made sure that all his loved ones received major lawsuits. Major lawsuit settlements. These guys are going to be blessed with. And this was his final gift. Even as my casket descends, I'm going to leave with you guys my final present. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. Because, baby, this funeral home is going to have to pay out, and I figured it out. This was the final blessing. God bless that man, and still giving blessings from the other side. God bless him. He really loved y'all, and he left y'all with substance. I don't know him. He may have not had the money, but he found a way. Because a man that wants to will find a way, even on the other side. So there goes the meaning, the family. If y'all was looking like, why this happened, he really cared about y'all, and he left y'all with his final blessing. All right. What else is going on? I don't think y'all need nothing else. I'm sleepy. I made fun of everybody I had to make fun of. Yeah, y'all got enough. An hour and a half is more than enough. When I first started the show, I told y'all was only going to get a half an hour. Then y'all snuck into an hour. Now we at an hour and a half. Y'all don't need nothing else. It was nice and ghetto, just like y'all liked it. Being that y'all say there's ads in the beginning of the show and y'all can't really see what I'm saying in the beginning because of the ads, don't fret. YouTube ain't got no ads. This episode and all the other Skip, you now in the comments? I forgot I had a husband today. I ain't see you. Anyway, if any of the show was missing because of ads, or you had to take a little shit break, or you need a little snackies and you missed it, no need to worry. This episode will be up in the next 10 minutes and all the other episodes I got. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what part was funny. Tell me what part wasn't funny. There's not going to be any of that. But thank you guys for stopping by. We will have another show tomorrow if there's enough news. If there's not enough news, I ain't coming. I ain't going to just come here and talk about nothing. But other than that, thank you guys so much for stopping by today. And as always, don't forget to go fuck yourselves. Until the next time, peace out. Especially you, Skip. You really can go fuck yourself.